4, 5, 1. Systems of linear inequalities. That's when you have several linear inequalities. Y is greater than 2x. That's this, the color is in this half plane. X plus 2y is less than 6. We color in this half plane. And we want to see where they overlap. So above this line, below to the right this line. So we have this quarter of the plane we color in. Do not, repeat, do not color in this part or this part. That's a good way to lose point. I only want where they overlap. So, okay. And in general, if you have many of these inequalities, what you get is various half planes intersecting, which will generally look like a polygon in the plane. Here we have 2x less than 3y, and 2x plus 3y is at least 12. From 2x less than 3y means 2/3 x is less than y, or y is greater than 2/3 x. Dotted line, color up, slope is 2/3, y-intercept is 0. This line here. And we color above it. 2x plus 3y is at least 12. When x is 0, 3y is at least 12. Y is at least 4. So here's 0 by 4 and color above that. When y is 0, then 2x is at least 12, or x is at least 6. Here's 6 by 0, color to the right of that. So we want to have this half of the plane above and to the right of this solid line, and this half of the plane above and to the left of this dotted line. That'll be this quarter of the, not here, certainly not here, but here. We have three inequalities. So there'll be three half lines, and that'll color in either this, well, it turns out it colors in this triangle, but it can also color in this part of the plane, or this part of the plane, or this part of the plane, or this or this. All right, so y greater than or equal to x. Well, that's this boundary line here, diagonal. Y less than or equal to 1/3 x plus 1. Intercept of 1, slope of 1/3, less than or equal, so it's solid and below. And x is greater than -3. Here's the x equals -3 line. To the right of it, not inclusive. So to the right of this line, below this line, above this line, it puts together, it means this triangle here. Here, y is between 2 and 5. I write it smaller to bigger. 2 less than or equal to y, strictly less than 5. Okay, y equals 2 is this line here, y equals 5 is this line here. Between the two of them means this horizontal stripe. Here we have a no solution problem. Y is less than -3/2 x minus 3, and 3x plus 2y is at least 2. Now, if you transpose the 3x and then you divide by 2, this becomes y is at least -3/2 x plus 1. Whereas this is y is less than 3/2 x minus 3. Now the problem is if we put that together, well, let's see. Y less than -3/2 x minus 3, that's this line here and below it. Y at least -3/2 x plus 1 is this line here and above it. And these are parallel lines, and we color in opposite halves of the plane for them, so there is no overlap and no solution. There is no graph to this. It's an empty set. Here's where instead of them being the parallel lines whose half planes don't meet at all, here's where one of the half planes is inside the other. 3y minus 5x is less than 0, which means if you do the algebra, y is less than 5/3 x. That's this half of the plane and below. 5/2 x minus 3y less than or equal to 12. After a bit of algebra, it's y less than or equal to 5/3 x plus 4. 5/3 x plus 4 this is. And below that, this half of the plane. Now, we want to know where this half plane overlaps this half plane. But this half plane is a smaller one. It's a subset. So the intersection is simply the smaller subset, this half of the plane. All right, Charlie. All right, so that concludes this. And I think I shall stop the recording now.